Now let's talk. We're coming up on the 30-minute mark, so I am going to wrap it up probably in the next 5 minutes here. So thank you for listening. But this is the next step. So once you launch that paywall, then you've got to grow the subscriber base. So these are some tactics for converting those free accounts into paid subscriptions. So let me step it back a second. Remember I said that Chesterfield and the B newspapers, they're launching this registration wall, and then it's going to turn into a paywall. That idea, in a weird way, came from COVID and the whole shutdown. Because what the Acorn did is they had the paywall. It had been live for a year and a half at that point, when March came on, and all the papers were taking down their paywalls. But what they said is, we're not going to take it down. We're going to just turn it into a temporary registration wall, which gives readers full access to all the content with a free account. So, I mean, this was brilliant because what they were able to do is, follow the trends that all the newspapers were doing, and feel like they were providing this service during the time of national emergency, but they were also collecting emails that whole time. And they collected thousands of emails that just signed up for the free registration or the free account. And so then, right before they turned the paywall back on, they sent out this newsletter. So it says, your free subscription to the Thousand Oaks Acorn will expire in 14 days. Okay, that means you will no longer have unlimited access to the Thousand Oaks news, features, events, sports that you've come to enjoy, demonstrating value. Don't forget the squirrel photos, right, for the Acorn. The good news is, now here's the special value, the special offer that we talked about right here. The good news is that if you act now, you can get 1 year of access to the Thousand Oaks Acorn for only $25. So they're giving a discount, normally $36. That's around 50 cents a week. Again, demonstrating the value for 24/7 access to our online content, breaking news, letters to the editor, weekly e-edition, photo galleries, and our complete archives going back to 2004, okay, when they started with our hometown. Now, plus, there's the satisfaction of knowing that you're supporting award-winning, family-owned community newspaper and helping local journalism. I mean, that's almost like an entire separate virtual conference where we could talk about the need for newspapers to just demonstrate their value and sell themselves a little bit more than they're maybe used to doing. So once the paywall returns, we can target those with special offers. And they did this one as like a lead up to the paywall getting turned back on, but now they have all these emails in the newsletter list. So they're sending them a newsletter once a week when the new edition comes out, and constantly, delivering value, sending them those headlines, keeping them up to date on what's going on, even if they're not a subscriber. So, then when you hit them with a special offer, maybe once a quarter you do these promotions, then they think, oh, well, I have been looking at that newsletter and really enjoying those teasers. I've been using up my meter every month, so maybe I will subscribe because I've got this special offer now. And yeah, so that's the bottom line. You got to treat these emails as hot leads because they gave you their email. I mean, that's not nothing. I mean, it takes a lot for me to give my email to someone just because of all the spam that I get now. I don't want to add to that. So if someone, is willing to give you their email in exchange for, a couple free articles a week or for unlimited access to the site, that's a very strong lead. So we want to treat them that way and, just kind of think of it as a sales funnel. Okay. Now, a couple other things here on converting those free accounts to paid subscriptions. You've got your long-term newsletter marketing. I talked about that, just hitting them once a week, maybe 5 days a week, even better, and just, giving them, constantly delivering value in that way. And then periodic promotional coupons. These are very easy to set up in WordPress. So if anyone here is on WordPress, obviously everyone with our hometown is, but if you use MemberPress, then you can create coupons and send those out in your email, in your newsletter, and just make it a really simple code. Like you could make the code 1 year or something like that, so that they can type it in when they're at the shopping cart, when they're about to check out. Automated newsletter marketing. This is a tool that we developed that enhances the coupon feature. So this is kind of a custom plugin on our WordPress platform. But what it allows you to do is basically send out automated newsletters. Because if you think about it, how would you actually go about promoting to your non-subscribers, right? You've got a list of people that are paying for the website, you've got their emails, and then you've got a list of emails that just subscribe for the free newsletter. So basically, if you want to just target the people that are on the newsletter list but not paying, you've got to export both lists to a CSV, kind of like remove the duplicates from the two, and so then you just get the non-paying subscribers that subscribe to the email. Then you re-import that into your newsletter list and you can target them. When we thought about that process, it's just like, okay, that's way too many steps. Can we automate it? So we have developed a way for you to go into our tool and just set the variables, and you can target non-paying newsletter subscribers and or X subscribers, which again is just a really low-hanging fruit. This is something that the Acorn did as well. They targeted, an email, please come back, kind of thing, to all their X subscribers, and saw a lot of conversions with that too. Because who knows why they let their subscription expire? It could have been the credit card was stolen and they just never updated it. Who knows? But they really want to maintain their subscription. So let's reach out and be a little more proactive about it. Okay, this is something that I actually threw on just last minute this morning, kind of a teaser for you guys. This is a technique that I use for marketing our hometown. I don't know if you know this, but if you have someone's email, you got to get the emails. I go back to that. That's the only way to have that direct communication. You can't depend on Facebook to, give you free advertising by just putting up stuff on your page and hoping it gets to your followers. But if you wanted to pay for some Facebook advertising, which we do, then you can import a list. You can import your newsletter list into Facebook Ad Manager, and you can target people's accounts based on their email, which is amazing. And the amount of data that Facebook has on people is insane. And so even if it's not the email that they created their account with, they have all kinds of shadow accounts. They can figure out who's who and how many emails you have. So we can leverage this massive platform that they've built for, which is basically just an advertising platform where the users are the product. And we can, basically boost our posts that are promoting the subscriptions. So that would be a way to get to these people on Facebook if you wanted to. But obviously you can always post things on Facebook for free and hope that it gets to people. And it will get to some of those followers, but not all of them. Okay, great. Mark, just a thought, but we've gathered our list through Chamber of Commerce expos. Gave away gift in exchange for email addresses. Perfect. Absolutely. There's so many ways to generate email, an email database. I like giving away gifts. I've seen people do, contests where you have to give your email to maybe submit to the contest, or they have like surveys. They have contests where you can vote and you have to give them your email to vote, that kind of thing. Just give them something in exchange for the email. Give them an opportunity to participate. Maybe they've got to create a free account to comment on any articles on your website. That's a good way to build an email list.